Crawford's path to becoming a unified champion at 154 pounds is pretty much sold, bro. My boy he petitioned the WBO to fight Tim Tszyu after Tim Tszyu, to fight the winner of pretty much Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora. And for those that don't know already, Keith Thurman had to pull out of the fight because of an alleged injury to his bicep. So Sebastian Fundora is the fill-in for Keith Thurman. And I also discovered through Tim Tszyu's words, he says that this fight is a unified fight, meaning not only will the winner walk away with the WBO belt, they also get the WBC vacant belt. So this is a unification bout. And Terence Crawford already put in for the winner, and it will be likely Tim Tszyu versus Terence Crawford. And listen, if you're a big fan of Crawford, if you're a fan of Tim Tszyu, I get it. But we know Terence Crawford's going to win that fight. And he will become unified at 154 pounds, just like that. So, even though it seemed like the stars wasn't lining up for my boy, you see what happens? Just like that. Because the fight between Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu wasn't for any belts. I'm not sure why that was, but it wasn't. One thing that I am a little upset about is how come Sebastian Fundora get first dibs to Tim Tszyu? What did he do to get to the Tim Tszyu fight? He got knocked out his last fight. So I don't understand why he was the first person to call up, especially when Bud was already negotiating with Tszyu to fight, right? So it should have been, but now it works out even better though. It works out good. So I have another question too. Since Sebastian Fundora is fighting Tszyu and the WBC strap is on the line, would it have been the same if Crawford would have fought him first? If Crawford would have fought him and Fundora was never in the picture, would Crawford also be fighting for the WBO and the WBC? But none of that shit matters because my boy Crawford is going to be fast-tracked to, what's that? That'll be what? 130, 135, 140, 147, 5 divisional fucking champion, man. And then if he really wanted to, he could buckle down at 154, go after the other 2 belts. IBF is vacant, and the WBA is held by, I forgot the dude's name. I think a Russian dude. I don't remember his name. And that fight could probably go into they could fight for the WBA and the IBF vacant belt. And then Bud will have the WBO and the WBC. And there you go, undisputed at 154. So Bud is looking, potentially at becoming a 3 divisional undisputed champion, man. Shout out to my motherfucking man, Terence Crawford. He gonna fuck shit up at 154. This your boy, Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later on the next one. I'm off this.